Hello everyone, and welcome to the Morning Metaphysical Report. This report is for Saturday, May 9th, 2020. My name is Lysander Xanthus. I am a clairvoyant psychic and energy healer, and today, during the report, I'm going to be sharing with you the astrology, numerology, and card guidance for the following day, as well as guiding you through some spiritual practices. Welcome. So today's focus is the weekly planets. Once a week, I actually describe where all the planets are, whereas each day during the report, I only share the aspects. So we're going to be covering the week ahead. All right. I am going to begin the little singing bowl. The vibration of this is going to bring us further into the present and into a greater place of peace. And next, I would like to guide us through a grounding exercise. This is an important, and very helpful thing to do for ourselves each day. This is a way to practice self-healing and to release some energy that is not really serving us to carry anymore. So I'm going to guide you through this. Let's begin. Imagine yourself inside of a large bubble. This is your aura. Imagine gently attached to the bottom of your bubble is a pipe that leads deep into the earth. We're going to tune into certain energies that we'd like to release. See these as a color in your bubble and see them drain down your bubble, down into the pipe, and down into the earth. Remember to breathe as you do this. We release all energy that is not serving our highest good. We release all energy that does not belong to us, all foreign energy. We release all negativity and anything else that we are now ready to let go of. Take a moment to think of anything specific you would like to release now. We release these things from every layer of our aura, from every chakra, from every part of our being and body. We release. As you see the last of this energy exit the bottom of your bubble, see the drain at the bottom disappear, and know that your aura is sealed and complete. The pipe falls away from you and dissipates into the earth. And and we have grounded. Now, I find it good practice to call in an energy after you've released energy. And we're going to be doing that today through a mini crystal healing. Today's crystal is obsidian. So this crystal is particularly good not only at further clearing the energy, protecting you from psychic attack, it also allows one's inner truths to come to surface. This is not always pleasant, but it is highly clarifying, and it's very in tune with the energy of this day ahead, May 9th, or even right now, live. So I'm going to channel the energy of this crystal to you. If you would like to participate, all you need to do is allow yourself to receive. I will begin. All right. I am now going to draw this mini crystal healing to a close. I hope you've enjoyed the energy of obsidian. It's one of my favorites, for sure. I'm very fond of black crystals. All right. While we are in this energetic state, we are going to move into our affirmation for the day. We are going to say this affirmation together 3 times. And let's begin. I am now releasing all that no longer serves me, and I move joyously more and more into my highest good. I am now releasing all that no longer serves me, and I move joyously more and more into my highest good. I am now releasing all that no longer serves me, and I move joyously more and more into my highest good. As always, I encourage you to take this affirmation forward with you in your day ahead if you are so inclined. And that concludes our affirmation for the day. I love all my crystals a lot too. Just a super quick tidbit. The more you handle each of your crystals and the attention you give them, it does add to their vibration. I can tell the difference between the crystals I have that I pick up frequently and just kind of hold them, and those that don't. So I handle all my crystals a lot, especially the ones that I tend to use on MMR. It tends to be the same 10 or 15 crystals. All right, so now I would like to move into our card of the day. I'm actually going to keep the obsidian with me. Very interesting comment of Fusimi. During the affirmation, it started the wind started to go and it began to rain. All right. So this card of the day is meant to give you insight into the day ahead, May 9th. And today's card comes from the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle deck. Because this is a collective message, you may find you resonate with parts of the message or all of it, and both are perfect. I do like to read from the booklet because I find it very well phrased and allows everyone to resonate with the parts of the message that are meant for them. Today's card is the High Priestess. Well, the card for May 9th. Intuition, prescient sight, higher knowledge, receptivity, the ability to work with subtle energies of spirit, and the psychic power of the feminine. These are the aspects of the High Priestess of Avalon. When the High Priestess appears before you, she asks you to trust your intuition and to throw the net of your awareness out into the world around you, pulling in truths that may defy your intellect, rational mind, or what others wish to falsely or superficially portray. Go beyond the ordinary, past the chaos of modern life, and trust your inner vision to guide you on your path. Pay attention to your dreams and keep track of your intuitive hunches, for when the High Priestess appears, she asks you to look for the thread of truth in these places. Be discerning in all that you do at this time, for the High Priestess reminds you that not all is as it seems to be. However, don't take this world personally. Rise above it and ask for a true vision to see the path ahead. You will be given this vision. All you need to do is to ask the goddess, and be open to receiving it. The High Priestess reminds you of the feminine principle of receptivity, gathering power by receiving information and waiting for others to act first. Allow the world to show you its intentions. The goddess blesses and protects you when the High Priestess of Avalon appears on your path. And that is the card for May 9th. In the comments, responding to a comment, I don't really think of myself in this manner. I'm more of a sorcerer or enchanter. I'm not an S anything. But anyway, I would now like to share with you the numerology for the day ahead. May 9th is a 9-day, and the 9 vibration pertains to endings. This is a good opportunity to release even more deeply, to bring anything to a conclusion that has been left unfinished, so that way you can continue stepping forward in a fresh, new way. And that is the numerology for the day ahead. It's pretty straightforward. Conclusions, endings, and release. All right. And now I would like to move into the numerology after I drink a little bit of coffee. I'm going to be sharing with you the planets for the week ahead, as well as the astrological aspects for the day ahead, May 9th. And this is going to be describing the energy present in the day ahead, the influences we're all existing in, and the energy that's available to all of us. So it's not a horoscope, and all this applies to everyone, regardless of your sun sign. Let's take a look. So, let's see, what would be... So, I'm going to list the astrological aspects for the day ahead first. I'll mine's... I should have taken care of this yesterday, but alas. Does that come up? No. Okay. Sorry, was looking over my notes and my settings. All is well. All right, so these are the aspects for May 9th, the specific influences for the day ahead. So we begin with Mercury. Oh gosh, I set everything for the planets ahead. So Mercury is in Taurus, and it is in triune with, where is it? Pluto, which is retrograded in Capricorn. And this energy is kind of building resolve, building strength and willingness to express yourself, to express the changes happening within you, and to express releases. By that, it's like anything you've come to know that you need to let go of on a conscious or subconscious level, expressing that and having the resolve to do so. Some of us will be asleep when this aspect occurs, so it may be a more subconscious process or interacting in the dreamscape with others. And then the moon is squared with Neptune in Pisces. So moon in Sagittarius and Neptune in Pisces. That is the wrong sign. Sorry. I was accounting for the week ahead. So this is exploring one's feelings and one's subconscious and one's intuitions. So this is really, as a 9-day, where it's endings and releases, there's a real sense of coming more and more into one's being and exploring different aspects of self and having the willingness to actually express them. And then the moon is in opposition to Venus. So moon in Sagittarius in opposition to Venus at Gemini. This is exploring how new perceptions about your relationship. So seeing the people around you and your relationship with them in a broader sense, exploring your feelings about it. And the last aspect is the moon in Sagittarius in sextile with Mars in Aquarius. And this is exploring your individuality, your uniqueness, exploring your connection with the collective consciousness, a greater something in the universe, with your friends, family, with your community, and of course exploring the idea of community, exploring the idea of being an individual as part of that, and what it is you share and what others are sharing with you. And so those are the aspects for the day ahead. And now I'm going to share with you the planets. So this is where the planets are between May 10th and May 16th. Beginning with the Sun. The Sun is in Taurus, so there is a major focus on the foundations of our lives. Anywhere that there may be a weakness, that's going to be highlighted at this time. This is also an opportunity to mend weak foundations or let them crumble and start over. Opportunities to build foundations in your life that you can advance from. And those of you who have already made choices in alignment with your highest good, you have the opportunity to continue building upward and forward. So that's really what's being brought up at this time. Really sowing reaping what we've sown. So the basis of our life is the conclusion of all of our choices and decisions. Again, if there's any weaknesses or problematic situations we're ignoring, that will be brought up at this time. So that's the Sun. And then the Moon is in Capricorn. So within ourselves, there's a inclination to be organized, to take responsibility for our lives. to take responsibility for our feelings or to contemplate issues of responsibility and control and power between us and others and in our lives overall. And then on the 12th, the moon moves into Aquarius, and our inner life kind of moves more into exploring ourselves as individuals, looking within for what's really in us, what makes us us, and how can we express and share that. On the 14th is the waning half moon in Aquarius. So this is sort of highlighting a duality within ourselves as our attention turns further inward. As I said, exploring the self, kind of looking within for what it is we have to offer and what we want to share. Not actually doing that sharing part, just kind of looking inside and asking ourselves those questions. On the same day, the sign of the moon changes into Pisces. And so our inner self will move deeper into our subconscious, into our emotions, and into our intuition. During this time, we can receive especially intuitive dreams or deeper glimpses into what's really living in us on a deeper level. We may feel more emotional and desiring greater depth and sincerity in our connections with others. But we also may want to watch out for seeing situations and people through a lens of fantasy or romanticizing. So be mindful of that. That's the moon. Mercury starts in Taurus, and then on the 11th it moves into Gemini. So the way we express ourselves, communicate with others, and think, it'll kind of speed up. We'll be more inclined to make connections, and any ideas we've been holding on to or building up, we'll want to act on them. It is a great time to really explore new avenues of expression, and it's like a feeling of speed that I get when I think of Mercury and Gemini. Things, not just in communications, but in all areas of life, moving forward quickly. And then Venus is in Gemini. So in our relationships, and especially love life, we are desiring social and intellectual stimulation and wanting very much to connect with others. And we want to be uplifted by our connections and to lift others up in turn. We don't want, it's not so good to be around those who are negative or who bring us down and are a detriment at this time. There's a real lean towards fun, frivolity, and a person who can make us laugh. It's what we're craving, at the very least what we're attracted to. Mars is in Aquarius, and so there's a strong push of energy and high initiative towards exploring, being our individual unique selves, and sharing what we have with others. That can take the form of thoughts, emotions, beliefs, resources, time, money, etc. And be mindful of what it is you're sharing. It's just the impulse to share, not necessarily good, bad, or otherwise. Jupiter is in Capricorn. By embodying Capricorn traits such as independence, taking responsibility for one's actions, and remaining practical, you can manifest opportunities for yourself and open yourself to receiving more good into your life. Let's see. Saturn is in Aquarius, and on the 10th it goes into a retrograde. So retrogrades are always a period of review and reassessment, and Saturn in Aquarius brings up our responsibility in how we connect with others on a greater scale, having a sense of greater consciousness, and as well as ourselves as an individual, and being mindful of what it is we're putting out into the world, what we're sharing with others, because others are feeding into whatever we put out and adding reality and solidity and creating more of it. And with retrograde, I feel like this is an opportunity to reflect on our experiences with that the last few weeks, issues of power, issues of control, issues of maintaining our individuality, but also issues pertaining to how we've connected with a greater community so far, what it is we're sharing, what it is we're perpetuating, what it is we're accepting from others, because we're not the only ones sharing, everyone else is sharing with the community around them and with us. What is it we're taking into ourselves? This interplay between the individual and the collective. It's a time to review that, how you're allowing it to influence you, how you're allowing yourself to influence that, and what it is you really want to be creating. Saturn's about responsibility. So taking responsibility for your choices, for your thoughts, for your feelings, for your expressions, and how you connect. Very interesting energy. Just a quick personal tidbit. When I was born, my Saturn sign was in retrograde in Aquarius. So even though it's been in Aquarius, now it's definitely full return into where it was at vessel birth. So exciting. All right, and moving right along, Uranus is in Taurus. So this has been here for a while, and it's been shaking things up the whole time. To give you an idea, Uranus has been in Taurus for as long as I've been doing the morning report. And it's encouraging breaking down the old status quo, your old comfort zones that have been keeping you in a rut, keeping you stuck but comfortable. And it's encouraging you to move into a new comfort zone, actually, into a new status quo, into a new normal, but creating a new normal, a new comfort zone that's a nest, not a rut, a place from which you can grow and build from, something that gives you safety and nurturing. Neptune is in Pisces, also has been here a while. So we are more consciously connected to our intuition, subconscious selves, and emotions. If we choose to do so, we can tap into ourselves to gain greater insight into what's in alignment for us, how it is we truly feel about our relationships and various situations. It's easier to access all this, to heal all this, to create deep movements in the water, so to speak. There may be faint ripples on the surface, but a lot could be happening deeper within, below our awareness. The psyche is so fascinating, and it's a great time to get more in touch with your intuition, just because it's just slightly more accessible than other times. And that's that. And finally, Pluto continues its retrograde in Capricorn. So Pluto brings an intense energy. It's highly transformative, and it continues to encourage us to shed. Sometimes it just forces shedding. So whether we want to or not, it strips things away that are not in alignment with us, that are long past their expiration date, and it's time to clear these things out. And not being the same when we come out the other side. It'll be here in retrograde until October, by the way. So very interesting time. And again, retrogrades are a period of review and reassessing. And this will pertain mostly to issues of your responsibility, being responsible for your own self, your own life. No one else is responsible for you, but you're also not responsible for anyone else. So highlighting those issues in every way They are of importance in your life, highlighting power dynamics, highlighting independence and dependency issues that interplay, codependency, traditions, or like the structures of your life, the status quo, kind of turning that all over, kind of like tilling the earth, turning over the old, getting rid of the weeds to unearth rich, fertile ground to grow from. So, and that's that. So those are the planets for the week ahead, where everything will be and the changes that will occur. I would like to take a moment to say MMR is made possible by viewers like you. Thank you so much. On screen in a moment are the members of our Patreon. Thank you so much for your continued support, for helping me create spiritual content. Also, thank you to everyone who shares MMR every day. And of course, to those of you who watch, thanks for making this part of your spiritual journey. If you'd like to learn more about MMR and how to support its continued evolution and growth, please visit patreon.com/Morning Metaphysical Report. Subscribe members get access to exclusive content such as the monthly Metaphysical Report. The May edition is up currently. If that interests you, please check it out. The link is in the description of the video. All right. Yes, taking a moment to read the comments. Hello everyone. Also, thank you for the congratulations. I am getting married soon, in less than 20 days, I think. I'm excited about it. Very happy. So thank you. And thank you for sharing, Noah. I love following the astrology. It's been a very interesting journey during doing the metaphysical report, keeping up with it every single day. It's something I've been studying on my own for at least a few years beforehand, mostly in the context of chart interpretation. So doing this has been educational, and I see the real power in it. To conclude the report, we're going to set an intention for our day ahead. This is important to do. We are the creators of our reality. This is just a simple way to engage that for ourselves. I encourage you to set an intention for yourself, or to accept my intention for you. This day ahead brings us deep clearing and deep understanding. We let go of all that no longer serves us. We know we don't need to carry it anymore. We don't owe anyone anything. We don't owe the past anything. The past cannot be changed. And so we leave it be. We focus on the here and now, because in the now is the only place that healing can happen. We open ourselves in this now, in our day ahead, to all the good coming into us now, all the good that is ours now, and we are grateful. Thank you, and so it is. Thank you as always for joining me. Remember to like, follow, or subscribe to Facebook, YouTube, or Patreon if you'd like to keep seeing MMR every day. Anyone who's been watching for a while, feel free to leave me feedback in the comments about the recent-ish changes, such as the daily focuses. And I think that's all I wanted to say. Again, thank you for the congratulations, everyone else. Be so blessed, everyone. And I will see you all again soon. My name is Lysander Xanthus, and this has been the Morning Metaphysical Report.